Okay, everybody. Are we excited? Because today I am here to react to the official season 4 trailer for Elite. I'm getting it set up, hence why I'm not making eye contact. I have very unsure feelings about how I feel about this season, so I'm super interested to see what the trailer is going to be like. I am just concerned about how they're going to mix and mash these characters along with the old characters because, like, aside from like Rebecca and Cayetana, whose name I'm gonna have to relearn how to say because I completely forgot, I feel like I'm not gonna ship Sam or Guzman with anyone because I already love them with Nadia and Carlo respectfully. Oh, right? Respectively. I can't talk today. That's how upset I am about how this season might be. No, so like I'm excited because I do think they can make like good mysteries and stuff, but it's just like when you do look back on it, you're like, there are some very stupid things the writers do sometimes. And one I'm really worried about that I bet all of you are worried about is Honor. They never let those two be happy for longer than like an episode. And they really put them through the ringer last season. So like now if they're gonna add in like some love triangle or them fighting and lying to each other again, like I'm over it. This season, literally everyone else can fight. I'll be sad, but everyone else can fight as long as Honor and Guzman are just lovey-dovey in the background. Like, remember when we were like that and now we're so together? Like, that will make me love it. But yeah, let's see what's gonna be like. Oh, okay, so here's like a new, okay. Literally all of us. What happened when they arrived? They ruined everything. So that's the new, okay, they're still doing an interview style, which I really like. I'm gonna pause it right now and just say that that one with the glasses looks like a teacher. So I sincerely hope he's a teacher because he doesn't have the uniform on. But then I also really don't want a teacher-student love story because even calling it a love story, just like romance story, I guess, because those are so outdated, so trashy, and so problematic, and just like, you're better than that, Elite. Also love that the fact that that girl has a beret on and Nadia couldn't wear a hat. Oh yeah, that dude's the teacher. She's pretty. Of course he is. Why not? Guzman's just like, okay. Wait, they're gonna... Are you serious? Oh, oh my gosh. Why is there always a threesome? Literally the only couple I like is Rebecca and that new girl. I have no idea what's happening right now. So does someone die? What happened? That was so... Oh my gosh, I gotta read the comments. Help me. Help me. I swear, if they destroy Nadia and Guzman's relationship that took forever to start, I'm rioting. Exactly! They about to ruin the relationship built up over 3 seasons. Yes! Exactly! Like, how do you do that? Like, it's just... Someone said no. I was hoping to see Guzman and Nadia in a long distance relationship. Guzman chilling, watching everyone else make a mess, and waiting for Nadia to come home. Exactly. Like, yes. And I've read that like someone was saying not only is it going to be like Sam and Guzman get a new love interest, but they're going to be in a love triangle with this girl, and it's like no, because that also ruins Sam and Guzman's like friendship, which is like they're BFFs and we love them together. It's for me also like I could get more Sam, especially with what's going to happen with the short stories, because I feel like Carla might be like, I'm not going to stay, like I'm going to go away to college. So I can see more where Sam might find a new love interest and then go back to Carla. Guzman, after all he went through to be with Nadia, and also how he just looks at her like she freaking hangs the sun and moon every day. Like, I have such a hard time believing he would ever even look at another girl, let alone, like, make out with her. And, like, so that's where I'm like, as much as I love Sam and Carly, you know, I can kind of see, okay, maybe where they could spin it of, like, Sam gets with this girl and then is like, no, I really want to be with Carla. And maybe that gives Carla, like, the call to be like, oh, I don't want to see him with anyone else, you know, and, like, they played out over the season. But friggin' Guzman, I just do not believe. Like, if you have seen any scenes of him with Nadia, he like just follows her around like a puppy dog. Like he loves her so, so much. And I would find it so unbelievable that he would even look at another girl. And then Usman, what am I even talking about? And then Ander and Omar, I'm just so frustrated by, because it looks like they're gonna be in a threesome, and it's just like every single time we've had a threesome on this show, which is way more than we should. Let's just be real about that. It's been first it was Christian, Carla, and Polo, which was just not great. Then it was Cayetana, Polo again, and Lou's brother, whose name escapes me, and that was better, but still weird. And now it's gonna be freaking like, they've just been through so much. Like, I wouldn't want to do any of this or see any of this. And what I'm more curious about too is like what happens, because it didn't show anyone get murdered, it didn't show anyone get kidnapped. So I'm kind of like, what is the interview thing? If it's the same, it better be the same freaking police officer being like, guys, I'm so tired of always talking and interviewing to you. Like, I'm putting in a transfer to be transferred to a new city because I'm just so sick of this. Like, that would make me really, really happy if it was still her and she's just like, what the frick, guys, you know? When it's like that scene where it's like, why is it always you three? She's like, why is it always this school? And why is it always you guys? So I just feel like there's some aspects that look really, really good. Like, I think Rebecca giving her a girlfriend is what I have said from the friggin' beginning, that girl deserves a lovely girlfriend, and I think that looks really interesting. Cayetana's I'm really cool about too, because like she's obviously single. Her boyfriend died, was murdered actually. Well, killed. Lou didn't intend to murder him. It's just he died. So I feel like she's single. So like Rebecca and Cayetana are single, which I'm absolutely fine with them getting new love interests, and I think that's actually really cool. And both of them look really, really interesting. And I think Rebecca and Cayetana might actually be living together, which I think is really cool based on what their short story looked like, because I really liked at the end of season 3 you got to see like their friendship develop a little more, which I thought was really cool, since they are the only two characters that were ever added from like the past 3 seasons that are actually still around in this season. I'm not sad that those two boys aren't back. They were both so boring. And then Lou's brother, I wouldn't be sad if he comes back. Like, I think he could, but he definitely like moved on and has his own stuff, I think. So it makes sense that he's not back. It's just, I'm also curious if they're gonna wrap up like the OG stories this season, and then season 5 is going to be these new characters getting introduced, and then they also have some newer characters that are only getting introduced in season 5. So if this is like how we're saying goodbye to like the other characters, I'm okay with that. Again, it's going to be awful to watch like Guzman and Sam like fight over another girl when they both have amazing girlfriends that are in love with them and, you know, just not there. Like, that's going to suck to watch. But I also feel like if it's like, okay, that's their last season, and then at the end, like, he goes to Carla and Guzman goes to Nadia, like, that'll kind of not make it worth it, but like, it's like, okay, you did everything else wrong. Like, the least you could do is get me a puppy for Christmas, Dad, when you haven't been here on any of the weekends that you were supposed to for your visitations. But it's just interesting. I'm like curious to see kind of like the format. I do like Elite. I think they make really interesting storylines. And the cast, once again, is absolutely gorgeous. Like, you cannot deny that. So I just think it's like, I don't know. They have to know that people love Carla and Sam and Guzman and Nadia and Ander and Omar. However, saying that, they've known that people love Ander and Omar for a while and have consistently and like in a row messed with that relationship so many times. So that's why I'm worried for Guzman and Nadia and Sam and Carla, because they know like people love that ship. But I think they're like, oh, people love this ship. Let's blow some holes in it before we get them back together. Like, they seem to like to do that because they're like, I don't know, masochists or something like that. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm really, really excited to get back. It's been over a year since we have seen some of them, and it looks like Nadia will be in the season a little bit, not a lot, which, I mean, that's great, unless it's just her and Guzman fighting, which is not great. So yeah, if you have thoughts on the trailer, please feel free to leave them down below in the comments. Also, make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!